I've been selling digital products since 2022 when I started my first Etsy shop selling Notion templates. That's exactly how I made my first 10K online. I've had months where everything just flowed so effortlessly. I was getting daily sales on my shop, on my website, getting DMs, people asking for products, people just more engaged in general, replies on my newsletter, and the business just felt alive. But lately, I've been feeling a change. And if you've been in the digital product space for a while, you're probably feeling that too. Maybe you are posting, you are creating things, you are adding new products to your shop, and you are just doing a lot of work, but the results are not matching the amount of effort that you are putting in. Today's video is going to be more like a chat with my business besties because I am pivoting again in my business, and I wanted to share with you why am I doing that, what I'm going to be changing, some things that are giving me the ick in this industry, and what's going to be changing in 2026. Because the truth is, the digital landscape is changing really fast, especially this year. And as business owners, we only have two choices. We adapt or we get left behind. I don't know about you, but 2025 was a year of big shifts. The AI boom, there were so many tools, memberships, and softwares coming up every single week that are just like pulling our attention. And even though we are in an era that pretty much we have all the resources we need, it's been the hardest season to make sales online. And this is not just in my industry. I've been talking to different business owners in different industries and in different countries everywhere. It's just the same. It's a common problem that is actually happening everywhere. It's not because your product is not good enough, but it's because the way people buy has changed. I've been on the digital space since 2022. I have sold over 7,000 digital products. I have 1,700 students enrolled in my programs like the Passive Income Academy, my YouTube course, my PLR template kit, my Notion course. So I've seen the evolution. Before, it was all about how you can share the skills that you have, the knowledge that you have into a digital product, and you can sell that. But right now, there's an ocean of digital products that are AI generated and it's impossible to compete with. Some people are even creating AI generated avatars that can create courses. To be honest, that gives me a little bit of an ick because I just don't think that's right. Like someone is buying something to get access to you and you just put a robot version of yourself. This is something that I absolutely don't want to do in my business. And I don't know, this might be the future. Maybe that's what people are going to be doing. When I see those things, it actually pulls me in the complete opposite direction. I want to go all in the human side of it. Probably seeing content that is AI generated. It feels weird. It creates no human emotion. It creates no connection. And I don't want to be a part of that, even though it sounds good on paper because you don't have to get ready, record videos. You don't have to go through the work that it takes to put a video like this together, but it's not the same. I can't imagine having an avatar version of myself, create a course, like running my programs is just not the kind of business that I want to run. And as I said, that's why I want to go in the opposite direction. Because the truth is, we are just little humans, and humans need humans to thrive. We need community, we need connection, we need people. And you know that quote that says that if you want to go fast, just go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. That's going to be my whole idea for 2026. All right, before we dive deeper into this pivot plan that I'm doing in 2026, I want to give you a heads up if you are an Etsy seller and you want to take your Etsy shop to the next level. I'm teaming up with Everbee this year for the Etsy Breakthrough Bundle, and this is going to be a game-changing toolkit, especially for Etsy sellers that want to go beyond. I love Everbee. I love their market research tool. I recommend to all my clients, and they've been working really hard behind the scenes to make sure they put everything that an Etsy seller needs to succeed and get paid for their hard work, because there's nothing worse than seeing a creative who is talented, who has something to offer to the world, and they are just overworked and unpaid for their talent because they are overwhelmed by all the tech, by all the steps that goes through it. F&B has been working really hard behind the scenes this year to make sure it gives you everything you need to succeed and be able to make consistent sales on Etsy and beyond. So if you are an Etsy seller and you don't want to miss this Etsy breakthrough bundle, make sure you join the waitlist in the link in my description to be the first to know when it goes live on November 28th. So what buyers are actually looking for right now? Well, buyers, especially digital buyers, they are savvier than ever. And you can see that just by paying attention at your own behavior. I don't know about you, but I've noticed my buying behavior changed a lot, especially after the pandemic. And I used to spend a lot of money on crap. Like now I can see that the way that I spend my money is different. I'm much savvier in the way that I spend my money. I actually want to use my money to give me safety, to grow my business, to become a better person, to invest, and to use the money to create freedom for me. And a lot of people are like that as well. Bring that to digital products. People don't want just a digital product that is pretty or a bundle that has 500 templates or PDFs. They actually want a result. They are looking for a specific result. And if your product delivers that, they are willing to pay for that. But if it's just like a digital product, if it's just like a cute ebook, people are not willing to spend money on that anymore. In one word, what they want is results. And they want results fast. They want to implement it fast. They want support. They want accountability. And that's your chance to differentiate yourself in the market, because most people, they are just leaning in a way that is just about scaling, about getting hands off the business, about not interacting with customers and not really giving that support. But you can use that in your advantage as a business owner to double down on that. They just want someone who has their back, who is willing to hold their hand and show them the way and help them get to that specific result faster. And this is something that I also realized this year, is that you are not helping people if you are just giving them stuff. You are actually making them more overwhelmed, because the truth is they can get information anywhere. They can literally go on ChatGPT, ask whatever they want, and they will get an instant answer. But that's not something that they are willing to buy. And I realized that the best way to help them is not just by stuffing them with information, but actually helping them to use that information, helping them implement that knowledge. For example, instead of just giving someone a Notion template, I can offer a setup call, or if it's something that needs more accountability, like a content challenge or a YouTube challenge, I can offer them a call. Hey, you get this template, but also we can do a call every week for 6 weeks so you can get your YouTube going. And that is, in my perspective, where the value is right now. So what are the things that I'm going to be prioritizing in 2026? The first thing is human connection. This is something that I learned the hard way, because I was working full time and trying to grow my business. My big goal was to be able to quit my job and just work from home and be at home all day. But I realized that that is not good for my mental health, that I miss human connection. I miss talking to people and just having a laugh and just like talking with a team. I realized that my personality does not fit a complete digital business model. I'm going to be prioritizing a community-centered business instead. I don't know exactly how that's going to look like, but definitely we're going to have more community vibes. We're going to have more connections. So it's more like community-centered, and we have like a small group that is going toward that goal, and we all go together. We all have like little experiences to help us go through that together. In 2026, my business is going to start looking a little bit different, because I want, first of all, less overwhelm. I want to let go of a lot of softwares, and I want to centralize my business into one software and try to keep everything very simplified, because over the years I just added too many things, and I have tech fatigue right now because I had to learn so many different tools. And if I add someone to help me in my business, I have to train them in every single one of those tools. So I want to actually centralize my business in one platform, and I'll be doing a lot of these transitions in 2026. I'm leaning into smaller offers, but more support and more human elements in them. Also, the second thing here that I added was community first experiences. So basically that means doing things together, and I am doing that as well next year in January, my Black Freedom Week. You probably noticed that I am offering a 30-day shorts challenge, and this is something that we are going to be doing together, myself included. Every single day they're gonna have a little challenge. We're gonna do that together, so we have accountability. We want to make it fun. So I want to do more of that because it not only helps me with my business, because it's much more fun doing those things together, but we also learn so much, and that's gonna be definitely something that I want to lean on. Third thing that I'm gonna be leaning on is using AI to make me more efficient. I don't want to use AI to replace me, but I want to automate as much as I can in terms of like tech stuff. So I am right now looking for a software that I can add all my funnels, all my emails, everything, my offers into one place. First option right now is Go High Level. I want to know, does anyone here use Go High Level? Funnel Builder is a CRM, and it basically has everything in one place, which would be my dream right now because I have so many things, and I really want to simplify. So I'm considering Go High Level or Kajabi just to reduce that tech fatigue. So yes, we all can feel this change going on in the digital space, but that doesn't mean that we can't thrive. This means that you get to evolve, you get to build it again in a smarter way, with the knowledge that you have right now, and make better choices. So it's really exciting actually. I had some phases where I was a little bit confused, I was a little bit discouraged, but now I actually feel really excited because that's the fun of business. Every day we are just getting better, we are improving ourselves, we can improve our businesses and use that to help other people and to create freedom for us. And one thing as well, if you are on my newsletter, you probably noticed, is that I went back to church after 7 years. I know, last month I went to Brazil and I actually got a Bible. Look how cute that is. I got a Bible in Portuguese, so I'm reading the Bible every day. I'm really leaning into my faith. Right now, it's giving me a lot of peace, and a lot of comfort, and I'm feeling safe, even though all of those things are the same, like they are going on, all these changes. It's something that it's helping me. So just lean toward the things that actually help you. But to summarize everything that is going on through my mind now, really about connection. I really believe that 2026 is all about really connecting with people on a deeper level in our businesses. And it doesn't mean that you need to have huge numbers to be successful. As long as you create something that is fulfilling to you, that is helping people and is helping you in your life as well, financially, is profitable, it's all good. And I want to know about you. What's the one thing that you know for sure that you want to do differently? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. I really appreciate you. And I am going towards a new direction in 2026, but you are welcome to come along with me and follow along. In my next videos, you're probably gonna see that in action, and just trust the timing because you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to learn the lesson that you need to learn. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.